You may know Crispin Glover as the star of Back to the Future. He played Marty McFly's father, George McFly. There was a lot of press around the second film in regards to his character reappearing as a different actor with makeup on. And this led to a lawsuit with Robert Zemeckis, the director, and a lot of problems and stuff like that. Well, now Crispin's in hot water for something totally unrelated to Back to the Future, but kind of freaking weird. And I'm going to bring it up for you if it'll let me. So we got a story here from Variety that Crispin Glover has been accused of holding a former model captive as a sex slave in a new lawsuit. Now, we all remember Crispin from his incredible work in Back to the Future, and he was a good actor. He was well known back in the day for, his presentation. He was a little crazy. He went on, I think, Letterman and did some crazy shit. But we all remember, his character from Back to the Future being that lovable, fatherly character that he was with the laugh. I mean, you remember. I mean, everybody remembers him from that movie.
Yeah, he was super endearing.
That wicked punch at the end.
Yeah.
For sure. Well, now he's been sued by a former girlfriend who claims that the actor used her for sex and free labor after luring her with the promise of a job opportunity in Los Angeles. A civil complaint was filed Wednesday in which Glover was accused of battery, fraud, wrongful eviction, malicious prosecution, intentional infliction of emotional distress, and Bain Act violations stemming from a disturbing series of incidents in which Jane Doe, I assume they're not naming the girlfriend for legal purposes, was essentially held captive and used for sex and free labor by Mr. Glover under false pretenses. Initial thoughts on this? Anybody?
I mean, okay, so my initial thoughts on this when I first read it were, is that not what most wives are? And maybe she was just...
That's cute.
I'm not saying I am.
That's cute. Yeah.
I'm a very lucky woman, but I think a lot of wives would consider themselves to be sex slaves and free labor, and so maybe she just decided later on that she didn't like this life. But then there was this weird part of the story at the end where in 2024 she was arrested for battery of him.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't there
Yeah, something like that.
and it's legit verified. The cops were they came after her for battering him. Who
It's messy, man.
It's weird. I don't understand what they mean by held against her will. Was she shackled? Was she locked in the house? I mean,
let's go through this a little bit. Okay.
Or was she just lured under false pretenses?
False pretenses.
And then she realized when she got there she didn't like this life.
Jane Doe claims she was lured and manipulated into moving to L.A. from the UK to work for Glover as his assistant in the entertainment industry.
I think every actress in L.A. would say that.
According to the lawsuit, the two first connected via social media in 2015, and Glover allegedly made quote-unquote strange advances and encouraged her for years to come to L.A. in 2023. Doe and Glover met in person
Obviously,
in
it wasn't
Dresden,
that
Germany,
strange if she came.
where he allegedly showed her items of his Nazi memorabilia from his personal collection. And
weird.
The story continues to twist. She ultimately moved to L.A. in early 2024, but when Miss Doe took the bait and uprooted herself and moved to Los Angeles, she found herself in a disturbing situation. Glover wanted to track her control her actions, track her whereabouts, basically serve him as a live-in girlfriend / sex slave. after she refused to comply with his quote unquote bizarre and inappropriate demands. She alleges that he unlawfully evicted her, filed false legal actions against her, and a fraudulent petition for a restraining order.
He evicted her. You weren't. He wasn't your landlord. Like,
What the-
it's all weird. Like the whole thing. There's no details.
Yeah, it's very strange. And I mean, here's
It
what we
sounds
know.
like
This is a statement from an attorney for Crispin Glover. Mr. Glover denies these baseless allegations in the strongest possible terms. The reality is that on March 2nd, 2024, Mr. Glover was the victim of an unprovoked felony assault by Jane Doe at his Los Angeles residence. Mr. Glover called LAPD, which came to the scene, investigated, and arrested Jane Doe. These facts are documented by law enforcement records and by the restraining order filed by Mr. Glover against Jane Doe and at that time. Mr. Glover intends to vigorously defend himself and pursue all available relief. He is confident the judicial process will expose this lawsuit as a meritless fabrication.
I mean, I get a real strong Johnny Depp Amber Heard vibe here, where although I kind of sympathize with maybe one person over the other, I feel like they are both batshit.
Oh yeah, there's no doubt about that to me.
That's kind of what I feel like is going on here. These people are all crazy.
They're nuts, yeah. That's just something I was looking at. Crispin not doing much lately, at least not that I know of. Kind
Plus,
of a
sex
recluse.
slave looks good in a headline.
Well, yeah. And plus, I feel bad for saying this, but I'm still struggling trying to understand how she was held captive.
How can you be held captive and then say you were evicted in the same article? Because those two phrases don't coincide.
Right. It's like, if you're captive, that means you can't leave.
Right. And if you're evicted, that means you're being forced to leave. So
yeah, I don't know. Again,
that doesn't make
this
sense.
just has stink written all over it, honestly.
It does. And I mean, I'm not saying she's wrong or he's right or anything, but I mean, this just reeks of everybody involved is absolutely crazy.
Crooked and batshit. Yeah, I agree.
The most recent thing he's been in is a directed by himself film in 2025.
That doesn't surprise me a
Yeah,
bit.
he hasn't been
Just
in
bit
much.
parts he's done over the years. He was in like Hot Tub Time Machine. We were laughing about that scene earlier.
Are we graping?
Are you graping? Yeah, that was a great one. And yeah, it's just he's always been kind of weird. Crispin has. He was weird in the 80s. He was weird in the 90s.
Yeah.
He battled Hollywood, I mean, for the most part, for no reason. So, I don't know. Maybe he is just sick. I mean, just because that is... I mean, if you have a Nazi memorabilia collection...
Maybe she's weird.
Who
Maybe
knows?
they're all weird.
I'd love to get your thoughts down in the comments. Please write... wait, Andrew Sweeney's got something here. Tom Wilson, that's the guy that plays Biff, right? Andrew Sweeney, I think. Tom Wilson in his song about questions people ask. One is, what's Crispin Glover like? He's weird.
I think that's accurate.
I think that's the best way we can
And
sum that up.
he probably attracts weird women.
Yeah, most likely. Let us know what you think of this story down in the comments. Make sure you like the video, subscribe so you know when we go live, and we'll see you in the next one.